What exactly these boys sang, what notes came out of their mouths, we cannot say. And a very famous singing teacher like Nicola Porpora, who was as famous as a teacher as he was as a composer, would have taught probably actually very simple exercises. One can be taught intensely a very few things very well. One of the most extraordinary things they had to do was to be able to sing with a technique called the Messa di Voce. Messa from mettere, the Italian verb meaning to put, and it literally means to put the voice on the breath. In other words, to start a note as quietly as you possibly can, to sustain it for several seconds to as loud as you possibly can, and then to get quieter again, equally slowly, to a disappearing point. And it was always regarded at the time as the ultimate accomplishment for a singer. Not being able to sing millions of notes and do the sort of clockwork nightingale trills, but to sustain one note beautifully.
The whole process of singing training at the larynx level is firstly to develop a very wide pitch range, secondly to develop a way of vocal cord vibration that is efficient in the sense that the chords come together and stay together for a long time in the cycle before coming apart and coming together again. And that ensures that the sound comes out through the mouth and does not disappear between the vocal cords down to the lungs. And thirdly, to develop the ability to bring the vocal folds together rapidly, and it's these rapid closures that produce a very wide frequency range in the output. That wide frequency range gives the sound the brightness and the brilliance. And if you then colour that brightness and brilliance using a concept known as resonance, a bit like singing in the bathroom, getting that enveloping sound, but you do it in a special region of frequency between about 2,000 and 4,000 hertz, it gives the voice projection or resonance.
To demonstrate this area of resonance, called the singer's formant, David Howard has developed a new piece of software.
This display down here is showing the frequencies on this vertical axis. And as I'm speaking, you can see the display scrolling in from the right, going towards the left. So if, for example, I go p, 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 and we can clearly see that the sound is emerging from the right and moving towards the left. And the frequency scale between 2,000 and 4,000 hertz. This is the magic region that singers are using to project above the orchestra. Now I wonder, perhaps if you did me a demonstration of what I might call a naive sound and a projected sound, we should see this area light up in the spectrogram. Okay. And now the trained version. And there we see very clearly how your trained version is lighting up this band, but the untrained version didn't light it up at all.
Now let's try going in and out, see if I can do that, see
yes.
what that shows up.
This frequency region will be particularly important in David Howard's operatic castrato recreation.